Hello, traveler. Welcome to Signal Jammer. Previously on Signal Jammer, we enter our prologue's epilogue. The party returns to Jeddarat City with prisoners in tow, meeting with the leaders of Abadar Corp and New Horizon Ventures to explain the snail situation and the urgent necessity of reversing the planet's terraforming. Upon returning at last to Absalom Station, Hoyt and Sigi appear on a news broadcast telling the tale of Jeddarat, while Cloudy finds himself a victim of the station's draconian firearm possession laws, and Tahira watches from a bar. We then begin the tale of the year in between, starting with Sigi's plan to seize control of the Red Remnant gang.
Yeah, you all walk up to, it's right around the corner, Spezio's. It's a pretty normal-looking establishment. There's a big garage door, because this is, again, like an auto shop kind of thing. It appears to be open for business.
Sigi kind of turns to the rest of the group and he says, I guess let me do the talking at first, but just try to look threatening. Then he pushes open the door.
And you walk in. It's a very small, tight sort of reception area.
This is like an auto repair shop, right?
Yeah, so you open the door and there's a rat folk that you recognize as Thrillup, and he's got a neck brace on. And he's got a big old data pad on his lap. You can see he's doing a crossword. And then he kind of spins his chair to look at you, and he's like, yeah, how can I help you? And then he, looks where a typical head would be, and where a typical head would be is where a dragonborn torso is. And he just scans up slowly and looks at Sigi and does a big cartoonish gulp.
And Sigi kind of leans in on him and opens his mouth and says, I think it is I that can help you. 8 across is Castrovel.
He, there's a brief moment where he looks thankful for the help with the crossword, and then it snaps back into focus the fact that his life is now in danger. Make a perception check.
Are we all present in this scene? Can more than one person make this perception check?
Yeah, if you want to be in this scene, you are, and you can all make the perception check.
I got an 11.
Okay.
I got a sweet 20.
Wow. I rolled a 2 for a total of a 7. Roll 20 can choke on it.
Damn.
I'm tired of this. Roll 20's mad at me today, and I don't know what I did.
Hoyt, are you rolling?
Perception 18.
Hey.
Okay, well, Cloudy sees Thrillup is behind his painted-on half-smile, trying to keep it together. You just see his hand slowly reaching for something below the counter.
Keep your hands where we can see him, Buster.
Okay. He responds a lot to being called Buster. He doesn't like it. And he puts his hands up, looks a little emotionally hurt, and it's like...
As he says that, I, again, just turn my head towards him and I say, don't forget my head is a few inches from yours, and I can do this. Well, and I start to, crackle electricity in my mouth, as if I'm going to do a breath,
What does your mouth do
right
while, how do you just open it and then electricity starts kind of accumulating on your tongue?
Yeah, it's he opens his mouth and if he wants to just do it and kill somebody with it, with it, it's his mouth crackles with electricity for a few moments and then a bolt of lightning shoots out,
Yeah, right. His hands are as up as they can possibly be. His little Isoki hands.
Open the door to the back. We need to talk to Spezio.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna walk over to the...
Keep one of your hands up.
I'm gonna walk over the door, and I'm gonna use one of my hands to hit the button on the wall that activates the door. Okay? Just so we're all clear. He slowly...
You gotta fucking insight that. I'm not gonna believe this
Go ahead.
little guy. He's scared, and that's fine, but
Got a 6th sense motive.
I got a 3. That's the second 2 in a row
I
that
guess
I've
I'll
rolled.
roll it too.
Stop rolling
What
twos, Jackie.
is... Hey, Dan? No. I'll roll as many 2s as I want.
I got a 19 on here, so I didn't fail it this time. Maybe?
Well,
You didn't feel it last time.
Base motive. You got a 14.
yeah, Cloudy and Hoyt buy it. Yeah, he's telling the truth. He clearly understands that he's outnumbered in this room. He very gingerly walks over, hits the button next to the door. The door shunts open, and then he looks at you and goes, "You want me to go first?"
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Okay, hands up. My hands are up too. Hands up. He slowly walks into the garage section of the shop. You guys follow him in, and there are a couple of mechanics working on land speeder is the word I'm going to use here.
Sigi looks at both of them and does an intimidate check and says, "You should probably go home. You're off for the rest of the day."
Okay, go ahead and make that check.
I got a 22 on my intimidate.
Well then, they trying to.
There's been a change of management.
That's bluff.
Well,
I don't know. That's a promise, is what that is. That's
I guess like there's going to be a change in management.
Okay, great.
Because he's not trying to bluff. Like he's just saying, you know,
There's going to be a
he's
change.
trying to be
in management.
intimidating.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Get used to it. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, it works. Both
Well, I think
of them.
he probably just does say there's been a change in management the way I originally said it, even
Okay.
though it's not really a bluff.
So you say that, and these two mechanics, again, also rat folk, they like stand up and their hands are up because they see that Thrillup's hands are up, and they like drop their respective wrenches to the ground. And they just start walking towards the door you guys came in from, and they're like doing a hurried like speed walk, and they leave. Walking out of the corner of the room, you see the leader who you had previously interacted with. That's right, Spezio walks out of the corner.
Ah, just the Yosoki I wanted to see. Spezio.
It's pronounced Spezio.
Spezio. I apologize.
Thank you. Well, you talk about a change in management. What are you talking about?
Your days of protection work are over.
Oh?
Your gang cannot be allowed to continue to exist in this neighborhood. I'm here to offer you a job, though.
I'm not looking for a job. I'm quite happy with the way things are.
You could leave then. But I've told you, the way things are, it cannot continue.
And you're going to attempt to intimidate me to that effect?
We just want a portion of this money going back to managing the neighborhood.
No,
making it.
that's not. We're not negotiating on.
No, we should definitely just kind of just cut in, right?
No, Cloudy.
What?
The alternative is violence. And you've met our violence before. I know that you know it will not go well for you. So let's skip that, and let's go straight to you working for me.
He walks up to you and looks up, right? He's like 2 3/4 feet tall, and he meets your gaze and looks at you and says, "I'm not scared of you."
I'm gonna roar right into his face and make an intimidate check.
All right.
6. Jesus Christ. I rolled a 1.
Do you like choke a little bit?
Yeah, it's probably like a. It's really embarrassing.
He chuckles and walks around, or like turns around.
No, I don't let him walk away from me. I grab him. I'm gonna try to like do.
Okay.
So I think it's just a melee attack, which is kind of
But it is against his CMD.
Which is, yeah, you're like KAC plus 8 or something.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out the best way to just roll a... Well, I got a 20 on a... I mean, I rolled a strength check, you know, I just rolled strength. Which,
Right. Yeah, you...
I don't have BAB right now, so...
How are you apprehending this guy?
You know, when he tries to walk away, I just grab him by the scruff of his neck and, like, lift him up. And I say, you're not afraid of me. I don't want to hurt you. I don't like fighting. But this is your last chance. You know, I'm, like, holding him up, like, in front of my face.
He spits in your face and says, "Put me down."
Okay. I breath weapon him.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, you open your mouth.
Sigi, you're so much more brutal than you pretend to be when you're at the flower shop.
The Sigi you knew for a long time at the flower shop had not been, like, threatened by anyone, or also hadn't recently gone into combat against people and remembered what it was like to fight.
Siggy's on that brand new shit right now. It's not brand new. It's coming back to him.
Well, you can make a reflex save. Might be penalized by being grappled.
What's the save DC?
So it's based on my con. It's 12 plus half my level, so it's just.
Okay, what were you saying about us not needing our character sheets?
Yeah, you only take 3 damage, or he takes 3 damage. You know.
Yeah, he gets electrocuted. Sure. So his whiskers are singed, and you know there's like some smoke like coming off of his fur, and he says, "Okay, I may be willing to talk terms."
I thought you might. And I set him down.
He makes a break for it.
Oh, this guy's gonna
Cloudy,
die.
shoot him.
All right, let's go. Can I do a trick shot?
Sure.
I don't know.
That's a hit.
Yay! It was a 17. I shoot him in the back.
Oh yeah,
Ow.
he's unconscious now. He makes a bleh. Yeah. And
We'll go tie him up and stabilize him. Are there other rat folk here?
no.
Nobody else here. Okay.
See if Sigi kills a guy. This is crazy.
No, he's not going to kill him.
I thought you were good.
No.
It's 9:15 in the morning. Basically all of his guys are out collecting, you know,
Okay.
right now. So it was really just him hanging out in an auto shop while some guys were honestly working on cars. You caught him at the perfect time.
I talked to Thrillup while this guy's unconscious, and I'm just like, listen, Thrillup, what do you think about what I've proposed? Would you take a job from me?
He's so fucking scared of you. He's just like, yeah.
Let's just put it this way. Are you willing to continue in this organization now that I'm the leader of it?
Sure. Yeah, makes sense to me.
I don't think we can trust this.
Well, put yourself in his shoes.
Yeah.
Like 3 minutes ago, he was doing the crossword, and now he's like, I'm gonna, you know.
It would have been easier if we got the boss on board.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
well.
you have him tied up in the middle of this garage, Spezio, that is. You said you stabilize him, you bring him back.
Yeah, at length we bring him back, and I want to talk to him one more time.
Okay. He blinks blearily.
And does anybody else have any other input on this, by the way? Like,
Not much.
I think we
no.
should be crime lords. I didn't think that we were gonna, like, totally take down the organization. I thought we were gonna just kind of get in on it and, like, improve it, like, by being more ethical. So, it's fine. It's fine. We can be good, I guess.
Tahira has been relatively removed from the situation. I think she kind of took up a similar position as she had unintentionally taken that day in the flower shop, where she is closer to guarding the door than being present in the interaction itself. She has nothing to say in this moment.
so once we revive this guy...
Yeah, he blearily blinks his eyes open, and then there's this moment where you see his attention snaps into place as he remembered what's happening right now. And then he looks up at you. Okay. Well,
Spezio, we have no reason to fight each other. You simply can't keep doing protection work. You can't keep taking money from people at the threat of violence.
Cloudy winks over kind of below Sigi's elbow, like nodding, like agree.
You seem to be based on the way that you just resisted all attempts by me to get you to work for me, you seem to be a man of principle of some kind. I don't know what it is that you... But I like that.
okay. Well, go on. What is it you're proposing?
I ask you again, would you work for me?
I don't know what the job is.
The job would be transporting, probably.
Transporting, probably.
We have a grav sled at my place. I was thinking of opening a shipping business. You guys would be in charge of it. You guys would ship goods around Absalom Station, make legit money.
The alternative being you killed me, I suppose?
No, the alternative is that I turn you into the... You've committed a lot of crimes.
He looks, like, warily at you. Perhaps,
Personally, I'd rather not turn you over to the police. I'm not actually... Well, I don't love the way that the Absalom Station's police force works. They arrested my friend here recently for accidentally bringing a gun in to a news station.
For absolutely no reason.
I did see you... I did. I was a little drunk at that time, so it didn't... Yeah, but yes,
Yeah, that was me, and I was talking about Cloudy.
Yeah, okay. To level with you,
Can I make like a diplomacy check in this? I mean, maybe with a bonus, hopefully, because I just,
go for it.
have a 0 on it. I mean, I rolled a 5, but that's with no bonus.
A failed diplomacy check. So, he looks at you after you've made this very compelling argument, and he says, I'll be honest with you, business hasn't been exactly booming. It may surprise you to know that shakedown racket isn't exactly easy. And now yet another one of my clients has turned its back on me. So, perhaps a change of pace for this organization wouldn't be a bad thing.
Having some people used to doing violence wouldn't be a bad thing when escorting transports across the station.
You're telling me that you're going to be hiring myself and my boys, because I do need to provide for them.
That's correct.
Okay, well,
Call back all your boys, by the way, and we're going to have a big conversation today.
well, untie me and I'll shake your hand and I'll call them all back.
All right, we untie him and shake his hand.
And then we kind of, montage. There's a scene that happens like an hour later where Sigi is like standing in front of this group of 20 rat folk.
Explaining to them what the whole deal is going to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you've removed them as a threat to the community. You're employing them gainfully, and...
But metagame, the leader of them, he's not fully on board. Like,
yeah.
He may try to betray me in the future.
Yep. There you go.
I would have guessed that anyway.
What is Hoyt's favorite restaurant on Absalom Station? Make it up right now on the spot.
Oh boy. Well,
We can collaborate.
Hoyt's a bit of a foodie.
Oh, okay.
He likes quite a bit, but after being in the military, I know we've had a lot of Yosoki stuff lately, but his friend Whiskers really introduced him to Yosoki food, which
It's mostly cheese, I imagine.
I mean,
just
there
kidding.
is a lot of dairy. There is a lot of dairy. For some reason, I don't know why I want to culturally appropriate like Korean bulgogi being associated. It's probably because you were talking about it earlier.
Okay,
but,
sure.
Like, I'm thinking some sort of like Korean barbecue type of setup that
You barbecue at the
some
table.
Yosokis are running.
Shared plate eating makes sense.
I was just
for
going to
that
say.
kind of culture. With
Yeah.
the big tapas vibes.
So
Yeah.
you get what I was going for. Yes.
100%.
Yes.
So we fade up in a restaurant. There are mostly Isoki that are patronizing this restaurant. You're sitting at this table. It is the four of you and Sedona. I believe that's it, right? Like there's, I mean, yeah, that's all.
I'd assume so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she don't have any other friends. Sorry.
Yeah.
My drone is probably there just because it's probably always with me.
Maybe the Isoki from the coffee shop is there. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we would not become friends with that guy.
if his ability to be a barista is any indicator of him as a person, you wouldn't want him in your corner.
He's not even a barista. He's just the runner. He's not making the drinks. He's just delivering them badly.
Yeah.
That's true. But if he, I mean, that's even worse,
Yeah.
honestly.
Dropping the ball constantly. Like,
And all the
literally.
cups.
Yeah.
The table is absolutely covered in food. It's hard to even get an elbow down or know where your drink is, because there are just little bits of a bunch of stuff. And yeah, it's got a very like Korean kind of pastiche to it. There's some glass noodles, and there's some kimchi, and there's like little stews and soups, and just every little type of food there is. Got a sampler of it.
I mean, Sigi would be eating like voraciously and almost entirely just meat. He's almost entirely carnivorous. He'd probably eat some other stuff, but
Well, I think that perhaps like when the order was being taken,
he would have ordered like another 6 portions of like just the meat parts. Like, yeah.
at the end, the waiter was like, "And you, Sir Dragonkin, would you like quite a few raw steaks?"
Yes. Just clean out and anything that's starting to go bad in the back of the freezer. My digestive system can handle most
The
anything.
one time Siggy asks, "And do you have any raw meat?" And they finally get to answer yes. Because any opportunity for us to have any kind of food, that has been the first question, and you have always been denied your meat.
I have not been able to get any raw meat anywhere.
So Sedona invited you all to dinner and said that she had big news. So once you're all gathered and the food is on the table and there's been a small sub table set up like a TV dinner table set up next to Sigi that is just like cartoonish looking,
Just extra steaks.
Yeah.
like steaks. Yeah, exactly. Just ribeye steaks.
Like the food that they would throw to like the saber-toothed tiger pet in Flintstones, like
Yeah.
that's big haunches of meat and like
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
By the way, I mainly make Flintstones references because I was born in 1950. So,
Right.
anyways, go ahead.
So much older than I thought.
And Sedona's like, okay. So, friends, I have some interesting news to share. And it's worth celebrating, which is why we're here. So, Abadar Corp contacted me and offered me an interesting job. I've been wanting to kind of, I don't know, change things up. I was, a steward for a long time, and then I stopped doing that, but I started doing contracting, which kind of ended up being kind of similar work. Anyways, they asked me if I wanted to go help start a new settlement on this really interesting sounding planet.
Cloudy has an incredulous look, takes a big crunch of a gyoza.
So they said that because of my security background and my scientific background, I would work well as the chief science officer on the settlement. So I kind of made an impulsive decision and just said, yeah, let's do it. It's just something refreshing about a new start, and what better way to make a new start than to start a whole new colony? Besides, I mean, I'd love for what happened on Jeterat to not happen elsewhere.
Yes, I hope there's not any sapient indigenous life on this other world you guys are trying to colonize.
That's part of my motivation, is I want to make totally sure that we're not slipping into, that type of colonialism.
How long are you going to be away?
Well, the contract is for 10 years, but
I spit out, 10 years? You're committing to something for 10 years?
That's a huge commitment.
It's like barely any time, guys.
Oh,
Well, it's for a leadership position, and for stuff like that, they want to make sure that they have someone in place that's going to stick around. So, I mean, I just thought, why not? The planet, by the way, seems really cool. It sounds scary but fun. Like there's this like this electric fog. It's like not enough to like it doesn't hurt, like it won't kill you, you know, but like there's just kind of lightning striking all over the place, and there's all this cool flora and fauna, and
You said there's lightning all over the place, but it doesn't kill you?
it's like static electricity, basically. It's like when you're walking with socks and you touch the door handle.
that
But, like-
sounds utterly horrible. But like, follow your bliss. Like wow.
Isn't Electric Fog a Strawberry Machine Cake album?
Wow, you listen to Strawberry Machine Cake too?
Oh, who doesn't?
Tahira slowly raises one of her hands.
Yeah, I don't listen to oldies. I don't like what? Strawberry Machine Cake.
By the way, that is a like actual band based on Epsilon Station.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Does it make sense for me to call them oldies?
No, they're like the latest pop
Too
sensation.
cloudy? That'd
Okay,
be
never
so
mind then, I
fucking
guess.
funny, though. If you haven't heard of it, it must be old, right?
Yeah. Because Cloudy is like terminally online, so she would know, right?
Mostly just like the meme songs, though. I don't know. Just
Oh,
anything
the
that everyone's
Tik- the
talking
TikTok
about, though.
sounds,
Yeah,
yeah.
all the TikTok sounds. I don't know.
Is there not anything to keep you here? Do you not have any relatives?
Well, my family's all back on.
You just ask if someone doesn't have family.
There's more reasons to stay want to stay in a place than just family. Though she was gonna ask about family.
I mean, it's true. I feel like that's in character. Cloudy looks over and goes, "You can't just ask somebody this."
Listen. I know I have Tahira talk really consciously and everything. My girl has a -1 charisma.
I thought that was a fine question to ask somebody who's thinking of going
Yeah,
away for 10 years.
It is
Going away for 10 years, yeah,
fucking
for sure.
years.
Yeah.
I don't
Just 10 years, guys.
I was just making.
I don't imagine you're going to be completely without means of contact, but you're right in that this is impulsive.
Yeah, I mean, my people are all, back on Abalon, and there's nothing to say that, I can't take. I mean, it is it's in the vast, so it takes a long time to get there from here, but there's nothing that says I can't, come back and visit, or they can come up and visit.
And if I remember right, the vast is just stuff that's beyond packed world space, and also not in any of the other major
Yeah, it's not in Viscarium, it's not in Islanti space.
open space in between all the different. Yeah. Okay.
But you're right. I mean, I will miss all my people for certain. But yeah, it just seems too good to pass up. Feels like the right thing to do.
I think that's very exciting for you. If you ever need any engineering help, you've got my number.
I'm sure I will, and I'll keep in contact and make sure I show you the weird static lightning storms and
Yeah, I would like to see vids of that. That sounds pretty cool.
yeah.
It does sound like it looks cool.
I pour drinks for everybody or anybody that wants a drink, and then I just raise my glass. I go to Sedona and her achievements, to adventure and to friends, and I
Cheers.
Cheers.
She kind of smiles bashfully and clinks glasses with all of you.
Yeah.
And we can just kind of wipe away from that scene. So we fade up in a dark room. There are black lights on the ceiling and little designs and patterns weaving around the walls and floor of this room that are being illuminated by the black light. There are quite a few people in this room, including Hoyt, Sigi, Tahira, and Cloudy. Also including Hoyt's parents.
yes.
They are also here. There are probably, I'm going to say 7 or 8 children ages between 6 and 12 and a bedraggled looking teenager human standing in front of you. Hello, soldiers. Welcome to Laser Quest, where your dreams of war can come true. My name's Denthal. I'm your captain today, and just need to go through a couple of the ground rules for going in there. First rule is no running, okay? Number 2, the point system is as follows. Center mass shots to the front or back are 3 points. Shots to your extremities or the gun itself are 1 point. If you get hit, you'll enter a 10-second period of invulnerability in which your gun will be deactivated. It is suggested that you take an assessment of your surroundings, reposition to a safer place, and then continue. Again, no running. Please. And he points up at one of those signs on the wall that says, like, X amount of days since incident, and it says 8, and he's like, please do not make me have to flip that back to 0.
We're gonna make that 0.
It's the second he said don't do anything, I'm like, Cloudy's already doing it. What do we need?
If
Like, Cloudy is running in place and doing backflips behind the guy while he's talking.
your equipment is not cheap. If you are to injure it in any way, you will have to replace it. Let's see. What else am I forgetting? Be careful of the ledges. This is 3 stories. Once you get inside, again, be careful. Don't run. Don't look over the edges. And have a good time. The match will last 15 minutes or till the first person reaches 100 points. If you do so, you will get a free slice of pizza. Does anyone have any questions?
Wait, how does this... Are we all solo attacking each other, or are there teams?
I'm going to leave that up to the group. Do we think every man for themselves or teams is more fun?
I would love for the team of adults to just fucking own the children that you've already established as being present.
Oh,
with
it's
this
kids
apparently
versus adults. Okay.
child's adventure party.
That's fun.
Like, I don't know what you mean. What else would we be doing?
Great. I love that. Kids versus adults. You're wearing essentially like a big vest, and on the shoulders, there are sensors. You're also wearing these like things that go around your forearms underneath your elbow. There are sensors there. The same thing for your knees.
Could one of the kids be like a cool looking kid by the name of Jace, where we already have pre-established beef of laser tag rivalry?
Jace. That's a good.
Oh yeah, fucking let's beat down.
Yeah,
Jace.
that's a great hateable kid's name
Like
for
you're
sure.
saying that this is like a kid that you've played laser tag against
Oh
before?
yeah, we're giving each other the stink eye over this.
Hoyt is just slowly turning into Barney from How I Met Your Mother, and it's concerning.
Okay, great. Again, be safe, have fun. If you run, there are gyroscopic sensors in your mark vests that will go off. It's a one warning system, okay?
What about a power walk?
If you jostle it to the point that it senses that you're running, you will enter a 10-second period.
Would it be a computer's check or engineering check to disable that, or to like
Okay.
fuck with that?
Which one's circuitry?
Computers?
I guess that would be engineering for
It's
circuitry.
both the same for me.
How about a gracefulness check, where I just walk with such grace? I run with
yeah.
I don't jostle it at all.
You're like those horses with the tiny hooves.
Yes.
Sigi does try to interfere with his thing and only gets a 9 on his engineering check.
It starts like beeping.
Yeah.
It's like
That's exactly what starts
tampering
happening.
detected. Tampering detected.
It starts flashing orange.
Oh no.
Sigi's like, I think there's something wrong with my apparatus.
The captain had turned around to open the door and then is like, turns back around and is like,
He does get a 15 on his bluff to just be like, I think there's something wrong with my...
yeah. He's like, these things are always on the fritz, and he walks over and to your back and presses the reset button.
Okay,
And
cool.
it resets, and he's like, all right, anyone else? Cool. So again,
How did he press? Wait, hang on. We saw how he pressed the reset button.
Well, I feel like that would reset you also to like not having done any damage to anybody else. Not
yeah,
any
it
points.
does reset your points.
You know,
Yeah.
My brain jumped into strategy that I don't think Tahira would go into.
Yeah.
But I would love to share with the group. Maybe Sigi's the only one who runs, and we just, stand balanced on the very fast-moving
Ride him.
Dragon Man.
That's not what I was
Yes.
thinking. I was thinking that we grapple and pin Jace and reset his thing at the end of the match.
Hey, you know what, Drew?
Different directions.
¿Por qué no las dos?
Yeah.
You know?
That's a lot less work.
Only if we're losing. Only if we're losing. Because
How are we gonna-
Oh, wow. Bold assumption we're going to
How are we
lose.
going to determine whether we're winning or losing?
is there like a big... Oh, I guess that's a fair point.
I think we should
Should we
do
all make
ranged-
like one attack
ranged
roll
basic
just to kind of
attacks.
like?
That's what I was gonna say. Make one attack roll to kind of gauge how you do overall. I'll do the same.
Important question.
Can I...
What kind of weaponry is this considered?
Probably like small arms, I would imagine.
It would be small arms, yeah.
Cool. Good news. I am proficient in small
And
arms.
could I, in theory, be using my combat tracking during this laser tag with my...
Yep. By the way, that's something that Jace has complained to the management about that you do, but management isn't like concerned enough to stop you. They're not going to be like dig your eye out, you know.
You're a pain.
I got
customer.
a natural 20 on my dex check for this.
Oh,
That's all it
yes.
is. But I got which goes down to a 19.
Very good.
Technically, but it is also
Buddy.
just a natural 20. He's have dex 8, you know. But I'm big. I'm a big old guy.
That's fair.
I was a big old guy.
Finally, I rolled something that's above a 10. I got a 16 total.
I only got a 12.
All right.
Got a little 11.
Lloyd and Martha Iron Eye don't do very well.
Oh, right.
Lloyd is a war veteran. I don't know if that gives him any bonuses or not.
Well, no, sorry. Maybe that was for Martha. And let's see if Lloyd... Yeah, Lloyd has a solid game.
Yeah, with his BAB 10, you know.
Yeah, he's got a 10 BAB, it's true.
If being a war veteran got you a 10 BAP, I'd be doing much better.
That's true.
He was in like a lot of war. A lot more wars than you.
Yeah, like over a century.
That's a bold assumption about my
You have to
lifetime.
be.
So we're going to do a roll for the rest of the kids. They did fine. And then here's the most important roll. This is...
No, they did. They got a
He's gonna roll
7.
a
They
nat
didn't-
Oh, I'm
20.
sorry.
I know it. He's gonna roll a nat 20, isn't he?
This is Jace. And Jace rolls a 15.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still beat Jace.
I-
Yeah, I'm not...
15.
Me too.
Tahira's a goddamn machine. Like, this is the first time I think she has ever done this kind of recreational thing. Like, it takes her a second or two to, like, refamiliarize herself with this kind of, like, small arms because she doesn't use them at all. And then it turns, like, into her just, like, stalking out of the shadows. Pew! Pew! And then just, like, she's doing that. God, I'm a band kid. I did marching band. I don't know if anybody else here has done marching band, but there's a specific way you walk to help keep your upper body level while like moving quickly that I feel like is equivalent to like how people will do that. Like I see people who play like paint gun and all that shit do that kind of similar stride. And she's just doing that. And I think she has 2 guns because she has the forearms. So she's got the one set that's like steadying, doing the shot on one side. Like she's just basically getting 2 shots per shot
Wow.
for the stupid laser tag bullshit.
They have this weird rule here at Laser Quest that it's 1 gun per 2 arms.
Per pair of arms, yes.
So they're like, fuck, I guess, you know, gotta...
They don't want multi-armed people to get bored.
Yeah, that's true.
They had one really bad incident where somebody with an extra pair of arms did the thing we were kind of talking about, where they just grappled a single person and just kept like pulling
using them
the
as a
laser
human.
gun, just pew, 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 like getting hits on them while also using them as a shield. And so they're like, your hands have to be full, otherwise that'll happen
Yeah.
again.
By the way, if it's not clear, this is just a full description of the laser tag place I went to when I was a kid. It's called Laser Quest. It's like...
When the buzzer goes off or whatever, when this starts, Sigi, the rule is you can't run, but Sigi flies over the enclosure and drops down on like their back line and like immediately like shoots a couple with that 19 I got, like he shoots a couple of kids and then but then he's like in trouble. You guys have to like kind of, cut your way to him. He probably gets shot before,
Yeah, for sure. For sure he does get hit by
big
one
target.
of the 6 children.
Yeah. But he like blasts a couple.
And so we're just going to kind of montage that like you guys have a lovely time for 15 minutes.
I spent all my time doing acrobatics.
Just good, clean family fun.
We win the laser tag.
Huzzah.
Okay, so Sigi wins. Yes, it actually doesn't time out. Sigi hits 100 points, and then everybody's packs deactivate at the same time. And a voice comes over the PA that says, "We have a winner!" And then, the kids dejectedly hang their heads as they leave.
Is this how war works? Like, they say, "You're done," and then everyone just... I feel so empty.
No, this is not how it works.
I guess that makes sense. War doesn't usually have this many LEDs either, probably.
You walk out, and there are what are essentially just the type of tables that are in like a school like lunchroom, kind of not a picnic table, but similar. Yeah, they have individual stools at the head of the table. They cart out a larger seat for Sigi. And, you guys have a nice time eating some pizza, which one of those slices that Sigi has is complimentary, as he is the winner.
I thought you were going to say poisoned.
And it's poisoned.
Do they have it be appropriately sized slice of pizza, or do they give Sigi a tiny little, like, single bite worth of pizza?
It is the slice of like a 16-inch, like, medium pizza.
Sigi orders like 2 more full pizzas for himself, to be like satiated.
What's Sigi's pizza order?
One of them with ham and pineapple. He does like pineapple on pizza. He orders triaxian pineapple, which is a slightly different thing. They probably
it looks like artichokes for some reason.
Well, they probably put regular pineapple on it, and he's annoyed, but it seems like it's fine. It tastes mostly like that. The other one's loaded with everything on it, which I imagine in space is like
a lot. It's a lot. It's like 20 ingredients. Yeah.
Like who knows what else on there. And then he also orders a side order of just a bunch of meat, like whatever meat. He doesn't care what
and
loose pepperonis.
just for Sigi, it's like a Brazilian steakhouse. They just keep pulling a meat cart around, like, you want some more meat?
Yes. He always says.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Hoyt.
Indeed.
Happy birthday, Hoyt.
Many happy returns, my friend.
Thank y'all for coming. Thanks, Ma, Pa. I'm sure am a lucky dwarf, so thank you.
Jace slowly walks up to the table and taps you on the shoulder, Hoyt.
I go, you had some good shooting in there, Jace.
He narrows his eyes, looks at you, and he goes, "Yeah, we did. Happy birthday." And he turns and walks away.
Hey, Jace, would you like a job at the transport company?
He's a child!
Yeah, he turns back around and he goes, "I'm 12. I have school, and I'm
never
12.
Mind. Go to school."
Okay. He walks back to...
Let's just try to incorporate him into our sphere of NPCs that we are...
I have to know but here. I can't just hard no. He goes, "I don't know, like summer break's coming up. If you need some help with something, I mean, what do you have in mind? I could use some extra cash, I guess. Well, where can I contact you? Where can I find you?"
Wildflowers, of course.
Well, if I'll
I'm trying to make the puddles a better place.
I mean, it sucks. So yeah, totally, definitely do that. It does suck pretty bad.
Like, it's not that bad.
It sucks pretty bad.
Like, everywhere kind of sucks. I don't know.
It's called the puddles.
Claudia, it didn't suck like this at my parents' castle.
Yeah, but nobody lives in a castle other than your parents. Like, come on.
Yeah, what? Why don't you still live at your parents' castle? Why would you leave a castle if you Had one to live in.
Smash cut to fucking Siggy's
Yeah,
depression.
Yeah. But how
Basically.
Yeah, that's exactly a cut moment there. Yes.
And yeah, he, as he always does, he does go tell Cloudy. He says, Cloudy, I'm leaving for a little while. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, I know the drill. Have a good time. I won't make it too messy in here.
Whenever he goes off, he has a place where he goes, like, it's in the dome, but it's, like, not in the higher class part of it by any means. But he's been doing this for a few years, and Sigi just goes, there's this old human woman that he rents a room from, and just, like, under the pretense that she will leave him alone completely, other than, like, setting food at his door, and he pays her quite a bit of money for this. He just, like, disappears from life for about a month.
Important to note here that this is 11 months after the events of Jeterat.
Hoyt's birthday party was kind of like I thought more symbolic of kind of stuff that we did fairly regularly, right? You know, like we were getting together for dinner once a week.
Right.
A couple times a month at least. You know, our characters at least were spending some time hanging out.
Yeah.
Doing stuff together. And then Sigi would disappear for an entire month. If anybody tried to call him, he just literally leaves his comm unit at Wildflowers.
Damn, he doesn't even bring his phone.
Like, no.
Yeah, interesting.
Hoyt would definitely make point of speaking to Cloudy at some point during that month, of just kind of inquiring where Sigi is and is he all right. But I don't know if he would really go much further after hearing whatever Cloudy would say.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same opinion of there would not be much conversation of substance from Tahira either, because it truly would be like, where's Sigi? Is he okay? And however Cloudy responds is like, oh yeah, he just does this. Or however it would go. Tahira would leave it at that.
You know, again, we don't have to do a whole scene of it, but I'm curious how Cloudy would frame it if, when asked.
Let a dragonkin have his secrets. He does it every year. I think I know why. I don't really want to, I don't ask him. I don't push it or anything. I just have basic awareness and I snoop through the house sometimes.
Hoyt also could connect the time of the year to, because the very first thing Hoyt said whenever he met or re-met Sigi was like, "Oh, you're the one that had that. You're the one that had that incident."
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
I remember Ben was like, "Oh, very tactful." Like you meet someone. It's like you meet someone who the only reason you know them is because they were in a really bad car accident. You're like,
right. Oh, you're the guy who almost died in that car accident. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Low charisma. I do not know how to talk around people, my guy. Hit check 18.
Probably put it together then, I think. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Okay, if we're talking and I see a flash of recognition in your eyes, I go, oh, you got the army connection.
We were stationed at the same base when, if I'm accurate, what the event that all went down with his friend. I wasn't there personally. I guess so. The only one that really would be in the dark would be Tahira, and I really wouldn't want her to be completely in the dark. So I'd probably keep it pretty basic. And yeah, I would say there was a accident at the base, and he was in a shuttle that went down, and the person with him didn't make it. My understanding, he was pretty close with that the one who didn't make it.
Yeah.
It's a shame. I feel a little guilty because at the time, listen, a dragonkin on a base, he stood out. And people would, see him, and obviously he wasn't in a spot to continue. I think some of the guys, including myself, may have been a little hard about seeing him leave. I don't think a lot of us really understood. I know I didn't understand at that time what it meant to lose someone who was close to you. So, I don't know. I don't love that side of me, but I like to think I've grown a little bit. But that was a while back now.
It was all before my time, and I kind of put a lot of that together just through snooping through all of the old military stuff. Pretty much the first time Sigi went on a trip like this, I looked through his room. Just a little bit, just because I'm curious.
Oh, and just for note, been 3 years before he met when those things happened.
So 6 years ago from today?
3/11, so 7 years ago.
7,
basically,
yeah.
is when all this stuff happened.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just wonder what kind of person this person was that Sigi's still so broken up over it. So I wanted to know if you'd ever, met him, but
I
that's
mean,
fair.
I'd be lying if I said I remembered much about the person. Like I said, Sigi, he stands out, so it's easy to associate those memories. I think I trained him. Like, I've got like vague idea of who this guy was, but I mean, I guess I feel a little hesitant to say too much because I don't know, I don't feel like it's fully mine to tell. Yeah, well, I didn't realize he was still taking it to heart. Cloudy, do you know if he's seeing anyone or talking to anybody? If he's got like any like therapist or anything like that?
Oh, I don't know. I've never asked.
Solid
Absolutely
question.
not.
He seems like so together.
I mean, you would imagine that he doesn't because, like, he spends all of his time at the shop. Basically, whenever he.
That's true. From my perspective, Siggy is like one of the most stable people I know. Like, he just needs to leave for a month once a year to, like, just, I don't know, do whatever. That's, like, pretty
I mean,
chill.
Yeah, there are
Like,
worse ways of coping with stuff. I'll give you that. I think checking out for a month, like, I don't know. I'm not here to judge. I just if he's fine, then he's fine. I just want to make sure that he's fine. And I guess checking out for a month is like borderline
I
fine.
guess
You know
that's,
what I
yeah,
mean? Like, it's not
I guess a
terrible, but it's not like
good point.
the best.
Well, I guess he'll keep his secrets for now, or do you want to...
I mean, I guess I would just want to show support that, sounds like you and I suspect to hear would all be willing to say that we're here for him. I think that's where we start. Like, 'cause I don't want him to feel, I don't know, judged or, beat down or anything like that. I guess I just want him to know that there's people that care. And I don't know if he opens up a little more than we encourage him to speak or see someone if we think that's appropriate to do. I don't know. I guess that's my 2 cents. I don't know if you feel similarly or differently on that.
Eh, I don't know. Like, a therapist just...
Well, okay. Let me ask you a
seems
personal
like a
question,
lot.
Cloudy. If you don't have to answer, obviously, but I'm just curious. Have you lost anyone close to you?
I mean, kinda, I guess. Like, my mom, but that was like, I don't know. She lost me first, so.
Oh,
uh,
you want to talk about it, or I'm taking probably not, but I'm willing to talk about it.
yeah, not really.
Okay.
I'm not. I, Claudia starts, like, fiddling with just, like, I don't know,
Hoyt
whatever
kind of like,
objects are around.
yeah, picks up on that and goes, well, when I was in the pack military, I had a pretty tight squad that we did quite a few missions together with. Our leader was Amy Haydecker. She was a fierce person. Honestly, she reminded me a lot of my father, but Tahira reminds me a lot of Amy. But Tahira does not remind me of my father. It's kind of weird how that thing kind of works. Anyways, that's neither here nor there.
Hmm.
But we also had a Yosoki named that we called Whiskers, and a human male by the name of John Mackerel. We all called him Fish. And Fish and I, we were pretty close. But towards the end of our tour, we came across the Corpse Fleet. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but they're them undead fellas that broke away, and they're supposed to be kind of reined in by the pack, but the Corpse Fleet, kind of does their own thing.
Yeah.
Piracy, raid, and stuff of that nature. And we had an engagement with them, and Fish, he didn't make it, and that, I don't know, that was took a while, I guess. I mean, I still, there are times I'm looking at my phone and, I haven't taken his phone number out, and I just go, hey, man, I should reach out to Fish. I've got a funny story for him, and then I remember that he's, not there. But I say this because I did seek out. I was kind of at a loss and down, and I decided to kind of put myself into my faith. And I've started going to church. I don't know if you're a religious person or not, but there's people there, and sometimes I talk with them about these things and kind of get moral guidance. And I guess I'm just saying, for me, it's helped. And if he needs help, I guess I want him to get the help, but I don't want to make it sound like he needs to get help because that needs to be a decision he comes to. I feel so. I guess what I'm saying is I just want to
Yeah.
support him as a friend, but I don't know. Maybe I'm
That's like,
too into it.
yeah, all pretty crazy and maybe a little above my pay grade, but I understand, like, I guess where you're coming from. Not the church part, but the trying to make sure that, someone you care about knows that you care about them.
Yeah, and for clarification, the church part is just, finding someone to talk to. You could go to a therapist or someone like that too, or just someone that is a non-biased figure in your life that can help, navigate through these things.
Non-biased. I don't know if that exists, really, to be honest. That's why I don't really trust talking to anybody about anything. Everyone's got a little bias.
Well, if you're paid enough, maybe that bias disappears. I don't know.
That's the biggest bias there is.
Well, what do you think? When he gets back, should we just do like a dinner with him and just like do something fun?
I just try to welcome him back, just like make sure that he knows that it's always a better time when he does come back, right? I was scared the first time that he wouldn't, and then I'd have to run the store myself after that, or that he died somewhere and I didn't know. It was stressful, but
I bet.
After every year he does, come back. So if it isn't broke, why try to fuck with it?
I would just argue it's a little broke, but fair. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Everybody's trying to fix shit, even though it's like just fine.
Agree to disagree, I suppose.
Hello there. This episode is the final part of the prologue. Starting next episode, we will be getting into the Against the Aeon Throne adventure path, which is very exciting. But before we do that, I just wanted to give a big thank you to my dear friends Brandon and Callie Bell, who helped me write the prologue. I love you guys, and I'm looking forward to all of our future collaborations.
Thank you for listening to Signal Jammer. Starfinder is property of Paizo Incorporated. The theme song is Space Party by Matthew Krim. Sound effects and atmosphere provided by Pixabay.